and going to chat with you about a story. In fact, it was sent to me by somebody I know, and it's from, I'll give you the website, elemental.com, and it's a new theory, and it's interesting theory based on some pardon me, remarkable data. Mm. I'll reveal all of that to you. In the meantime, back at the ranch, we got in the studio. Katie's there, Reginald's there, and I don't know what they did on Labor Day. Katie, did you work?
Nope, I got first 3-day weekend I've had in a while. It was much needed and very nice.
And Reggie wasn't there either, I presume.
No, I slept practically all day. That was the first day I've had off since July 4th.
Oh, yeah, we're all working, right? I, yeah, I didn't sleep. I couldn't sleep all day. I couldn't. Too much going on. All right. It's all good. It rained a lot here in Florida. Well, at least in the Tampa Bay area, it's raining. But people were out and about. Picnics, anybody, or gatherings, barbecues? Did you
Um,
do any of that?
I went to Cocoa Beach with a couple friends, but we stayed in the place that we had. There was only 6 of us, and just stayed around each other.
Uh huh. What was it like? What did you see?
It was good. We went out to dinner one night. The tables were very social distance. Everyone wore masks. You got to take them off at the table, just kind of like it was here. But even in the streets, when people were walking, everyone was wearing their masks, so it was nice. I didn't expect that. I expected all the tourists and whatnot to not be wearing their masks, but everyone seemed to be abiding by the rules. Which was nice, and the
Wow,
beaches
that's
weren't too
good.
packed. Yeah, it was nice.
Very good.
No rain
Reginald,
either. Oddly enough, it did not rain one time over here, over on the coast over there. Only 2 hours
really?
away and didn't rain one time, nope.
Oh, well, good. You had a good time. You drove over, I presume. You didn't fly a helicopter over, right?
No, just drove 2 hours.
I have a couple of friends that own helicopters.
Not one of
No,
them.
no, you're not.
Not to my knowledge, at least.
uh, you remember Michael Lyon, Dr. Lyon,
Yeah, I
that
do,
was
of
on the
course.
show?
Yeah.
Remember him? He's a pretty cool dude. First of all, he has built. Some tell me he built his own plane,
What?
and yeah, he's smart. Little one of those little. I don't know what you call them, but he used to. He lives in British Columbia, and he used to fly a helicopter in because that was the most feasible way and quickest way to get to natural factors. Yeah, he would, and he flew it. So the first time I went up to British Columbia to visit with natural factors at their farms, at their headquarters, and to visit their farms and their facilities, I driving by this big office complex, and I saw a helicopter sitting on a pad. I said, "Geez, maybe it's an emergency." Oh, no, no. They said, "That's Dr. Lyon's helicopter. He flies in every day."
Oh, casual.
Right.
Pretty good, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I can't imagine building my own plane. I can barely play with Legos, like so. I don't know anything about building planes. Like,
When I was a kid, it was balsa wood and plastic. We built those planes, but other than that, Katie, please share with the audience how they can make contact with us. Maybe they have a Labor Day story they would like to share.
Yes, maybe. You can give us a call at 877-897-8255. That's 877-897-TALK. And you can always send your questions, comments, or Labor Day stories to Dr. Garco's email. His email's drgarco@letstalknutrition.com. And you can also send us messages on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, however you listen to the show. You can most likely send us messages there unless you listen on your radio. There's really no way to send a message through the radio unless you call in.
you are on a ball today. I like it.
Sit up and one day off. You go to Cocoa Beach and you come back full of vim and vigor.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Rejuvenation. I need it.
Needed a 3-day weekend.
I love it.
Yeah, it was a nice. It was nice to have a 3-day weekend. Uh, in this last term of the program, it's pretty demanding yet more. They don't let up. I mean, I don't know who put the program together, but they designed it so that they must have said, we're going to put the foot on the gas and keep pushing on that all the way to the end till it's to the floor on the gas pedal. I know, I think it was one other student or person in the program, 18-hour day, Sunday, to get the work done. That's how much there was. 18 hours from, yeah, 10 o'clock. I think it was 10 o'clock in the morning, 9 till 3 o'clock the next morning. Unbelievable. But it was good. Um, and all that gets translated over into this show, one way or another, sooner or later. So it's all good. Uh, yeah. And I'm getting, it's interesting too. A lot this COVID-19 business has more people calling in it, and I have slots. I can take clients, but you can't. I'm not one just to take a client to get a client. I'm not going to do that. If I have the time, I'll do it. And if I pre-interview the person and I see that they're not committed, I won't take them on. But you don't want to take too many because you really can't help just too much. But later, maybe more. So we're all good. We're set to go. Stuart Thompson, the second hour. I come back, I'm going to share with you a story about a supercomputer that analyzed COVID-19. Oh, yeah. And it took this supercomputer had so much data. It took, I remember, a couple of weeks to process all the input, all the data into the computer. For it to process it, and it's a supercomputer. So you can imagine how much data there was. I think you'll find this theory intriguing. I do. Come back, we'll talk some more. LTN, coast to coast, and globally.
The pursuit of a healthy immune system is so important for our long-term health. And being healthy for the long term is everyone's goal, right? So which immune health supplement is recommended for those who also have cardiovascular concerns? Kyolic Aged Garlic Extract. Aged garlic extract, regarded as one of the leading natural heart health supplements, has been clinically proven to help reduce high blood pressure and inflammation. Experts believe this alleviates demands on the body's energy stores, freeing it up to fight invaders. The result? A more responsive immune system. Kyolic Aged Garlic Extract begins with 100% organically grown garlic and is the most scientifically researched, highest quality, and best-selling odorless garlic extract supplement. And for extra support, get Kyolic Aged Garlic Extract Immune Formula 103. Try Kyolic Aged Garlic Extract for a healthy heart and a healthy immune system. Discover more at kyolic.com. That's KYOLIC.com.
Celsius is a fitness drink which is clinically proven to function. How? As a thermogenic, Celsius proprietary MetaPlus blend accelerates metabolism, increasing your body's ability to burn fat and calories. There are only two ways a body burns fat: through increased heart rate and our increased body temperature, thermogenesis. Drinking Celsius and then going into motion is double dipping. You're accelerating the burn and the results are even faster. Celsius is your ultimate fitness partner. No high fructose corn syrup, no aspartame, no preservatives, no artificial colors or flavors. 100% of 7 essential vitamins. Proven in 6 published university studies. How does it work? Celsius proprietary MetaPlus formula, including green tea with EGCS, ginger, and guarana seed, turns on thermogenesis, a process that boosts your body's metabolic rate. Drinking Celsius prior to fitness activities is proven to energize, accelerate metabolism, burn body fat and calories. Invest in yourself. Drink Celsius. Look for us at www.celsius.com.
This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by CV Sciences, from seed to shelf. New chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing. Strauss Herbs, everything our bodies need is provided by nature. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. If you're a regular listener to viewer of Let's Talk Nutrition, you know it's an evidence-based, science-based show, as much as we can make it that, and still keep it entertaining. And so I like to think of the show, hopefully, as edutainment, but science is involved, and, you know, that's just the way I decided to do it 15 years ago, and I'm going to stick with that. I want to share with you, and that's why I always love when people contact me and call the show, send emails, because you're, multiple IQs are better than one. You get people on the job, and they make me aware of different stories that are trending. And I had someone send me a story about, and you'll find it on elemental.com, elemental.medium.com, a nice website. You can subscribe to it. It's free. And so they had the supercomputer analyze COVID-19 and came up with a hypothesis called the Bradykinin hypothesis. Now, I'll be using some terms that are going to sound a little peculiar, like Bradykinin, and I'll explain the terms. Don't be thrown off by that. But we'll see as we go along. And I'm giving total attribution to the article written by Thomas Smith. Let's see. Yep, Thomas wrote the article. I'm giving him total attribution. I'll paraphrase, I'll quote, I'll interpret, but the story comes from him. Earlier in the summer, the Summit supercomputer, and it is a supercomputer at Oak Ridge National Lab in Tennessee, they start feeding it some data, and it started analyzing data on more than 40,000 genes from 17,000 genetic samples that they took. And the reason why they did that, because they're trying to better understand COVID-19. And as I've been telling you all along, there's scientists all over the world working to try and figure out what this virus is all about. We know more now than we did 6 months ago, that's for sure. Summit, the supercomputer, happens to be the second fastest computer in the world. But but the process involved analyzing. It had to analyze 2.5 billion genetic combinations, and it took more than a week. I said 2 weeks. I apologize, supercomputer. It only took it a week, not two. 2.5 billion genetic combinations. Man, when the Summit supercomputer had finished its analysis, then the researchers analyzed the results. And in the words they said in the article of Dr. Daniel Jacobson, lead researcher and chief scientist for the computational systems biology at Oak Ridge, he said, quote, it was a, quote, eureka moment, close quote. The computer showed the scientists or guided them toward a new theory about how COVID-19 has an impact on the human body. They called it the Bradykinin hypothesis. Now, Bradykinin is not the name of some guy on The Bachelor. Bradykinin is a potent endothelium dependent vasodilator and a mild diuretic. So, in other words, it's going to open up the arteries and it's a mild diuretic, which causes what? A lowering of blood pressure. It also causes contraction of non vascular smooth muscles in the bronchus and in your gut, which increases vascular permeability and is also involved in the mechanism of pain. Okay, so you just what I said there, you can start to see, uh-oh, this is not this is not going to be good, given what bradykinin can do. The hypothesis provides a model, they say in the article, that explains many aspects of the virus, including some of its most bizarre symptoms, and there have been some bizarre ones, losing your taste, and different senses being affected. It also suggests 10 plus potential treatments. There's some good news now, many of which are already FDA approved. This is good. Dr. Jacobson's group published their results in a paper in the journal eLife, E lowercase e life, back in July. So, and you can get in touch with that by going there. Also, go to elemental.medium.com or elemental.com. According to the team's findings, a COVID 19 infection begins when the virus enters the body through what are called ACE2 receptors in your nose. The receptors which the virus targets are, are, are in great abundance in your nose. The virus then goes through the body, gets into the cells and other places where these ACE2 receptors are also in present. What would be those body parts? Oh, your intestines, your kidneys, your heart. This is starting to explain why at first we just thought it was a respiratory illness. Now we can start to see maybe why the heart, kidneys, the intestines, and other organs of the body are being affected. Come back, I'll tell you some more. This is Dr. Michael Garko from Let's Talk Nutrition. If there were ever a time to take charge of your health, now's that time, given the U.S. coronavirus epidemic. Earth's Creation scientifically tested Life curcumin and its family of products to help you do just that. If you have an inflammation generating condition, such as obesity, heart disease, or diabetes, you are at a greater risk of being infected by the coronavirus. Earth's Creation Life curcumin supplement is a patented turmeric formulation with extensive clinical trials. It allows more curcumin to get into your cells to fight inflammation, a hallmark of viral infection. Life Plus curcumin is in many of Earth's Creation family of products. Go to inflammationusa.com and protect yourself against the coronavirus. For a limited time, buy any product at InflammationUSA.com and get the second bottle at 50% off. Act now. Go to InflammationUSA.com.
12.
This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Strauss Herbs, everything our bodies need is provided by nature. Kyolic, Aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless. Celsius. Live fit. Irwin Naturals. Premium vitamins and supplements. 25 years of gold standard supplements. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. One of the most important things that we can do to try and get this coronavirus in check and put some sort of brakes on this COVID-19 pandemic and epidemic in the United States is to learn about this virus and how it behaves. What does it actually do once it enters your body? You get infected. Initially, it was perceived strictly or primarily as a respiratory, like many viruses are, a respiratory type of virus and causing respiratory illness. Now we're learning more and more, and it seems that, well, maybe not so much, and it may be more had made greater system wide effects than we first thought. So the supercomputer at the Oak Ridge National Lab in Tennessee analyzed 2.5 billion genetic combinations, took a week, and the scientists got the data back. They came up with a new theory called the Bradykinin hypothesis. And this model explains many aspects of the COVID-19, uh, that will in some way maybe explain some of its bizarre effects on people. Plus, researchers said that it also suggests 10 potential treatments that the FDA has already approved. So, well, let's see what this is all about. Let's go some more into the story. So, COVID 19 generally begins, as I told you, when the virus enters the body through these ACE2 receptors in your nose. And there are many of them there. That's what the virus will target. We have ACE2 receptors everywhere. Well, you have them in your intestines, your kidneys, and your heart. Once COVID-19 it takes up housekeeping in your body, that's when things start to happen. The summit data, that supercomputer data, uh, showed that COVID-19 is not satisfied just with infecting cells that already exist or express a lot of ACE2 receptors. Rather, it wants to hijack the body's systems, probably all of them if it could. It tricks them into upregulating ACE2 receptors in places where usually they're just at moderate levels, including your lungs. You see how clever this virus is. And that's why many of these scientists keep saying this is not an influenza virus. This behaves differently. So, in this sense, COVID 19, the metaphor that's used in the article by Thomas Smith, said it's like a burglar who gets into your house through an unlocked second floor window and then starts to steal and ransack your house, things inside your house. Once it's inside, though, the virus doesn't just take your stuff, so to speak. It then throws open all your doors and windows to accomplices that rush in and then pillage the house even more. So that's what the virus is doing. It may get in through the nose where you have a lot of ACE2 receptors, but once it's in there, it's going to open up all these other doors and windows, meaning these ACE2 receptors in your intestines, right? For example, yeah, and all these other places where it's going to take up where it wants to take up housekeeping, your heart, your lungs. So that it really is. I keep saying you got to remember these viruses have been around a long time, so therefore they have, you know, they have some kind of intelligence that it's all instinctive, right? They figure it out somehow, some way, and this is what we get on our hands. The end result of all of this, well, there's more. So Now you have all these other systems affected. There's another system. There's a system called, don't be thrown off by the word, renin-angiotensin system, RAS, RAS. It's responsible for controlling many aspects of your circulatory system, including the body's levels of the bradykinin chemical, which normally helps regulate. It's also what it wants to do is regulate blood pressure. But according to the analysis done by the scientists who looked at these supercomputer data, when the virus starts to tweak the RAS, the renin-angiotensin system, it will cause your body's mechanisms for regulating bradykinin to go haywire. Now the bradykinin receptors in your body located in different are sensitized or resensitized, and the body stops effectively breaking down bradykinin. But when the virus downregulates it, it can't do this as effectively. The end result is to release what the scientists are calling a bradykinin storm. The article describes it as a massive runaway buildup of this chemical bradykinin in your body. According to the bradykinin hypothesis, if this bradykinin storm, it is responsible ultimately for many of the COVID-19's deadly effects. Wow. Dr. Jacobson's research team reported in their paper that, quote, the pathology of COVID-19 is likely the result of bradykinin storms rather than cytokine storms, close quote. Oh my goodness. But that the two may be intricately linked. So now you're going to have cytokine storms and a bradykinin storms coming together, it sounds like. And it's just too much for the body. Cytokine storms is a massive rush or buildup of the creation of inflammation ultimately in your body. But now the bradykinin storm hijacking the systems of your body in such a way to make matters so much worse. So people give these ridiculous, I don't know, comments about, well, it's just a virus. Oh man, it's not just a virus. This virus is something very different. Very different. As bradykinin will build up in your body, it dramatically increases vascular permeability. In short, it causes your blood vessels to leak. When we come back, I'll tell you some more. It's a good thing these scientists are on the job. It's a damn good thing. You're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition, coast to coast and globally. Bradykinin, who knew? We'll be
Are you concerned with the change of seasons? Are you looking for a product to support a healthy immune system? Then you must be looking for Oreganol P73, made by North American Herb & Spice, who are a leader in the manufacturing of natural dietary supplements. Oreganol P73 is not your normal oregano. No, Oreganol P73 is made from oregano that grows wild at 10,000 feet above sea level in the mountains of the Mediterranean. That's why it's such a powerful support for your immune system. Try Oreganol P73 today and discover what millions already know during this winter season. To learn more about Oreganol P73, visit your local health food store or our website, oreganol.com. That's oreganoL.com. Act now and feel better today with Oreganol P73.
You experience the wisdom of nature with Zyflamend Whole Body from New Chapter. Zyflamend is a 10-herb blend. Delivers 3 health benefits. First, Zyflamend is an herbal approach to pain relief, helping to soothe minor pain or soreness. Second, Zyflamend is a joint supplement. Time-tested herbs to support joint function and flexibility. The third benefit, Zyflamen supports the body's healthy inflammation response, something that's essential for maintaining whole body health. Zyflamen is New Chapter's clinically tested blend of 10 remarkable herbs, including pure and potent turmeric, ginger, and green tea. Zyflamen is non-GMO, project verified, gluten-free, and 100% vegetarian. New Chapter is a leader in supplement quality. Every ingredient, every product, every time. Discover Zyflamen, New Chapter's #1 selling multi-herbal. Zyflamen is made with ginger for occasional pain relief after exercise. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
The latest trend to hit the store shelves has the whole country buzzing. Cannabidiol, or CBD, might just be the greatest discovery of our generation, and it comes from a plant that's not so new, agricultural hemp. Yes, after 70 years of prohibition and misunderstanding, hemp is back to help you stay healthy and balanced. Growing research is showing that we have a lot to learn from the remarkable hemp plant. Nutrient-rich products like Plus CBD Oil's Total Plant Complex concentrated products provide broad-spectrum nutrition, including fatty acids, plant sterols, cannabinoids, terpenes, and naturally occurring vitamin E. From seed to shelf, all Plus CBD Oil products provide the highest quality hemp-derived CBD products available and are offered in a variety of delivery systems and flavors to suit your needs. Ask your local independent health food store about Plus CBD Oil products by CV Sciences today. Learn more about the CBD evolution at pluscbdoil.com. That's pluscbdoil.com.
This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by American Biotech Labs, your daily immune system support. Celsius, live fit. CV Sciences, from seed to shelf. New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition 2020. The scientists that are working on COVID-19, trying to understand what it is, think of this. There's a metaphor that might capture what they're doing. The war metaphor is often used with this virus, and people say we're in a war. We are. And in a war, you have soldiers that are on the front lines. You have the rear guard. Then you have that special group of soldier that does the reconnaissance at high risk. And they go out and they try to learn more about the enemy so that they can come back and tell the frontline soldiers what's going on and put them less in harm's way. These scientists are like these reconnaissance soldiers. They're out front. They're not necessarily in harm's way, but they're trying to do reconnaissance on the enemy so then that they can report that back to the other soldiers, the doctors, the nurses, the healthcare workers, and you and me too. We're the infantry, I guess, so that we know more about what's to come and what to do. So this Bradykinin hypothesis is now showing that it, the virus is affecting the body in such a way that it's causing blood vessels to leak. This sort of lines up with what we now know, where many investigators are calling it a vascular disease rather than a respiratory one. However, COVID 19 has a massive effect on the lungs. Make no mistake about it. As your blood vessels start to leak because of this Bradykinin storm, the researchers are hypothesizing and saying that the lungs fill with fluid, and the immune system also, the immune cells also leak into the lungs, which does what? What do immune cells do? They cause inflammation. No wonder people are being overwhelmed. It's not just a cytokine storm of inflammation, it's a bradykinin storm of bradykinin. My goodness gracious. So it's tricking the body, but it has another insidious little trick up its viral sleeve. Through another pathway, the supercomputer data showed the scientists and when they analyzed it, it increases the production of hyaluronic acid in the lungs. Now, hyaluronic acid, you'll find that in commercial products, soaps and lotions. Because why? It can absorb 1,000 times its weight in fluid. When it combines with fluid leaking into the lungs, this can lead to a disastrous result. It forms hydrogel, a hydrogel, which then fill the lungs in some patients. Doctors are reporting this. According to Dr. Jacobson, once this happens, quote, it's like trying to breathe through jello, close quote. Man, oh man. These things that these scientists are hypothesizing, theorizing about, talking about are, are exactly those things that the doctors and the nurses who are taking care of these COVID 19 patients are saying. It's like trying to breathe through jello. And when you talk to people who have been infected with the virus, they tell you it's all they can do to breathe, man. And so, you see, this is where we need to put our focus. This is a better place to spend our time and energy and to avoid all those political traps. This, none of what I just reported has a darn thing to do with politics, and that's why I keep it out of this show. I don't want any part of it mixed in with this epidemic. I'll let other talk shows, and you all can do that in your own way if you want to. I prefer not to. This is what interests me because at the end of the day, this is what will determine our destiny. Not crazy hype conspiracy theories, not crazy ignorant statements, but serious scientists doing serious things to figure out how this creature behaves. That's what we need to be doing. And then in the meanwhile, for us to protect ourselves in the ways that we know how. That's my story. I'm going to stick to it. And I want to thank, I don't want to mention the person's name, I don't have permission. We're sending along this article. There's more. Go to elemental.com, subscribe. If you're interested in science, you're interested in trying to find out how what's going on scientifically, go to that website, go to others. You're better off, in my opinion. I'm better off. We're all better off at the end of the day. So we're about out of this block, right, Katie?
We have about a little over a minute.
Okay. So I know that was a little hyper technical, but and there's more, but you get the point in the picture. And boy, and in my course of studies, we talked about the renin-angiotensin system, bradykinin, and all of these various elements of biology and physiology. Really something. It is really something. When you get these bradykinin at high doses, it leads to a breakdown of the blood-brain barrier too, which acts as a filter between your brain and the rest of your body. And so it lets in the nutrients and small molecules that the brain needs to function, but keeping out the toxins. But if it breaks down, now the bradykinin will break down that barrier, and now you get toxins leaking into the brain. And that accounts for some of the bizarre things that are going on neurologically with this virus. This is starting to make better sense to me now. The Bradykinin storm. You haven't heard much on TV about that. You'll hear it here, though. Bradykinin storm causes the blood-brain barrier to break down. It causes your blood vessels to leak. It causes a fluid buildup and a gel-like buildup in your lungs. You end up, it feels like you're trying to breathe through jello. Just summed it up for you. Bottom line, not bottom line is protect yourself at the end of the day while the scientists continue to figure out the combination to the safe of the coronavirus. They will. They will. They've done a good job with HIV. It's taken a long time, but we'll come back. We'll talk some more.
Wayne Elliott here to tell you about my experience with Strauss Heart Drops over the past 20 years. The Strauss Heart Drops saved me back then and changed my life forever. It's hard to describe how invigorating it is when you increase your blood flow everywhere. The Heart Drops have proven to dissolve plaque from arteries, veins, and vessels caused from cholesterol that can restrict or block our blood flow, our body's most important function. I was able to avoid open heart surgery, as was my father, and instead cleared our arteries painlessly and without chemical drugs, which, by the way, do not claim to remove any plaque or increase blood flow otherwise. Strauss Heart Drops work, I can assure you. No contraindications with pharma drugs. Strauss Heart Drops are safe, and Strauss guarantees your satisfaction with a money-back guarantee. So you can't go wrong and certainly have nothing to lose. If you've had open heart surgery, angina, diabetes, low energy, cold hands and feet, or grayish-blue skin or lips, Strauss Heart Drops are for you. Available online at powermall.com and straussnaturals.com. I promise you won't be sorry.
Dr. Michael Garko, tired of not having enough active? Optinos diversification help recharge your body, energy it needs to physically active. Optinos does 3 things to help energize. First, it increases nitric oxide, which means more oxygen and nutrients flowing to your cells. Second, Optinos helps create ATP, the body's energy. Third, Optinos reduces lactic acid buildup, which causes exercise-associated muscle soreness. So turn on your body's energy switch, Optinos. Start living a physically active lifestyle. Get Optinos at ecsportsusa.com. That's ecsportsusa.com. For a limited time, use promo code EC and get $10 off your first order. Promo code EC. The sooner you use Optinos, the sooner you will feel better about yourself and your body.
If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garca, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garca, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garco, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garco, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garca, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garco, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garca, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garca, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com.
Statements made during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom. Let's Talk Nutrition is a health talk show that features scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, and experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Listen for a chance to win daily prizes and follow Let's Talk Nutrition on Facebook and Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition or on Twitter at LTN Radio. It's time for some inspiration. Tune in to get fit and healthy. It's time to talk about nutrition. Nutrition for your body, your mind, your spirit. It's time to talk about proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, and supplementation to help. Get ready to take charge of your health because your health is your wealth and the wealth of those who care about and love you. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition with Dr. Michael Garko. Welcome to the show.
And welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition 2020. Thanks for tuning in. It won't be long. We'll be out of 2020, right? Oh, yeah, it's coming.
Only hope.
Ja-
I'm ready. I've never been so ready for a year to be over.
I know. And got, here we are in September, October, November, December. We got most of September yet. September, October, November, December. We got 4 more months. These next 4 months are going to be very important. And we're just going to have to buckle down some more, it looks like. So we just came through Labor Day, and we'll just have to wait and see now what happens over these next couple of weeks. Hard to know. We had the summer surge, and it was correlated with holiday moments, people getting together, large gatherings and swimming pools and beaches and barbecues and what all that they were doing and getting infected. Pretty puzzling as to why we have not been able to marshal one unified effort. Just puzzling to me. I don't understand what, we know what to do. Why aren't we doing it? Why aren't we doing it? Oh no. I guess history will analyze all this at some point, and we'll have a retrospective look. But in the meantime, we're losing lives, and people are getting infected, and people are dying. That's the truth. That is not fake. That is pretty darn real. So we'll do a little bit of an update. I talked about this new theory, and it makes eminently good sense to me in the first hour today, and that is, of course, archived. You can go back and listen to it. You go to elemental.com, can find the story about the supercomputer that analyzed the data. Took it a week. What did it say? It looked at 2.5 billion DNA combinations. Man, that's unbelievable. It took that computer a week to do that. And it's the second fastest computer in the world. And it took it a week. Of course, that's a lot of data. And it's complicated data. You're looking at genes, and you got 2.5 billion genetic combinations. Took more than a week. It's the Summit supercomputer, and it's located in Tennessee, by the way, Oak Ridge National Lab. There you go. They had 17,000 genetic samples that they looked at. And they refer to the computer as Summit. Yeah, Summit supercomputer. They call it Summit. There's a lot more to that story, but boy, now it's starting to make sense. That one line, the doctor said, like breathing through jello. One of the effects the virus has creates a gel-like substance using hyaluronic acid. Normally, as you find it in commercial products, in cosmetic products, you'll find it in soaps and creams. You'll find it in other cosmetic. In fact, hyaluronic acid is good for the skin. But good things sometimes can turn into bad things depending on who gets their hands on them. Like guns, for example, and other elements in our life. It's really something, isn't it? So we'll see how it unfolds. Here's Katie to tell you how to connect. You may have a thought or two. I always enjoy hearing from you. What's on your mind? What are you experiencing? Did you get infected? Did you get through it? Are you comfortable sharing that story? I'll put you on the air, give you an opportunity to let us know. We can get a firsthand account from maybe if we can get a firsthand account from a couple of people, that could be illuminating, could educate others, maybe inspire somebody to do better in protecting themselves. So here's how to make contact.
You can give us a call at 877-897-8255. That's 877-897-TALK. You can also email Dr. Garko personally. His email is drgarko@letstalknutrition.com. And you can also send us a message with your questions or comments on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, however you want to get a hold of us. And you can listen back to any of the shows on any of those platforms as well.
Mm-hmm. U.S. federal officials are now have cast skepticism, pardon me, on the prediction that a coronavirus vaccine can be available to us by election day. These are federal officials. 9 biopharmaceutical companies signed a pledge to, quote, to uphold, quote, high ethical standards, close quote, suggesting that they won't seek premature government approval for COVID-19 vaccines. They want to complete the trials, the third stage of clinical trials. In their mind, they need to go all the way through. Chinese President Xi Jinping said China acted in a, quote, transparent and responsible manner, close quote, in its handling of COVID-19. President Jinping or President Xi, there'd be some people that would disagree with you about that. There'd be more than a few, my man. So what reopened this weekend? Kids will be going back to school now. The NFL season kicked off as well. I don't know how that's going to turn out. Schools, many students across the country are going back to school today. 16 of the nation's largest 100 districts are having the kids come back to school today, including those in Chicago, Houston, Independent School District in Dallas, and Dallas Independent School District. Of the 16 districts, 14 of them are beginning this year entirely online. 14 out of 16. Cypress Fairbanks in Texas, being reported, is opening either all online or all in-person classes. Parents choosing which plan they'd like. And another one, Charleston, South Carolina, is opening with a hybrid plan. So this is learn as you go, I guess. We really don't know how this is going to work out. We'll see. We can only hope and pray that these youngsters are going to be okay. Professional football, of course, Reggie is now jumping up and down with screamers and blowing horns and stuff.
Everything.
Professional football, National Football League will have its season opener this Thursday.
Yes.
When the Kansas City Chiefs will begin their Super Bowl title defense against the Houston Texans. There you go, the Chiefs and the Texans.
It's going to be a good
Last
game.
month, the Chiefs announced it was planning to have approximately 22% of their Arrowhead Stadium, 76,000 seats, filled with the opener. What's that, Reg?
Oh, no, I was saying it's going to be a really good game. I'm pretty excited about it.
I hope they're safe.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like the fact that they're having the people in the stands. I feel like they're going to have too many people. Even at 20%.
I don't know. It's about 22% of the 76. So people are going to be really separated. And if they wear their masks, I mean, it could be okay. But cameras will be watching. We'll see. AMC said that 70% of its theaters, or 420, would be open by this weekend. I got my theater right here at home. LTN, coast to coast and globally. We'll be right back.
Feel tired, lethargic, or irritable? Take Solace. You're one of millions of Americans that has trouble falling asleep or staying asleep. What can you do about it? You can take Solace. Solace is an all-natural, non-addictive dietary supplement formulated to help you fall asleep and stay asleep naturally. Take Solace and feel the calming effects of this extensively researched sleep and relaxation aid. For more information on Solace, call toll-free 877-533-7066 or visit the website at takesolace.com. That's takesolus.com.
Looking for a women's probiotic that's actually for women? A true probiotic for women means balancing the right strains of good bacteria. Jarrodophilus Women has 4 patented strains that have been clinically documented to support feminine health and features L. crispatus LBV88, the most dominant bacteria found in healthy feminine flora. So Jarrodophilus Women helps restore feminine balance where it counts, making it a true probiotic for women. Jarrodophilus Women, for women who take their probiotics personally. Visit us at jarroprobiotics.com.
This is Dr. Michael Garko from Let's Talk Nutrition. If there were ever a time to take charge of your health, now's that time, given the U.S. coronavirus epidemic. Earth's Creation scientifically tested Herculife curcumin and its family of products to help you just that. If you have an inflammation-generating condition, such as obesity, heart disease, or diabetes, you are at a greater risk of being affected by the Earth's Creation Herculife curcumin supplement is a patent turmeric formulation with extensive clinical trials. It allows more curcumin to get into your cells to fight inflammation, a hallmark of viral infection. Herculife Plus curcumin is in many of Earth's Creation family of products. Go to inflammationusa.com and protect yourself against the coronavirus. For a limited time, buy any product at inflammationusa.com and get the second bottle at 50% off. Act now. Go to inflammationusa.com.
This is Dr. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garca, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garca, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by CV Sciences, from seed to shelf. New chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing. Strauss Herbs, everything our bodies need is provided by nature. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garco.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Thanks for tuning in today. Hope you're having a good day, wherever and however you may be listening or watching the show. Lots of news, of course, always coming off a Labor Day weekend. It was sort of nice to have 3 days off. And again, as I said several times already, we'll have to monitor and see how things unfold the next couple of weeks. I heard a lot being reported this weekend, something I've been reporting on now for a few weeks. I've been saying we got cold season's already started. Flu season's going to start here shortly in October. So you're going to have cold virus, influenza virus, and the coronavirus all at the same time. That is not a good thing. That doesn't lead, that makes things more challenging. Even more of a reason to keep your immune system vital. Proper sleep and rest. Eat right, sleep right, exercise. Continue to do the things you're doing. Things that I talk about the show. I've devoted many hours on air talking about diet, natural ways, supplements, you name it, lifestyle strategies, dietary strategies. Hours, all found at YouTube or on our website or all the places that Katie tells you about on these different platforms. What's interesting, I'm looking and I see that, Wuhan, where this virus initiated, Hong Kong is easing virus measures. Why? And here we are, feel like we're up against the wall. We can do better. I keep telling you about the different nutrients to make sure that you're ingesting or getting. One that you get both from, primarily from the sun. It's not vitamin C. Vitamin C is not the sunshine vitamin. It's vitamin D. Vitamin D is your sunshine vitamin. They're saying now that there's some evidence to suggest that low blood levels of vitamin D may increase a person's risk of infection for this new coronavirus research. This is according to studies. Again, this is an evidence-based show. I'm not making it up. Quoting Dr. David Meltzer, he's chief of hospital medicine at University of Chicago Medicine, said, quote, vitamin D is important to the function of the immune system, and vitamin D supplements have previously been shown to lower the risk of viral respiratory tract infections, close quote. So if you can't get outside and get into the sun, so it can hit your skin and make vitamin D for you, then you need to take it by way of supplement. Dr. Meltzer's research team tracked coronavirus infections among 489 patients whose vitamin D levels were measured within a year before they were tested for the new coronavirus. They didn't establish a cause and effect relationship, but the patients with an untreated vitamin D deficiency, blood levels less than 20 nanograms per milliliter, were nearly 2 times more likely to test positive for the coronavirus than patients with sufficient vitamin D levels. Dr. Meltzer said, quote, our statistical analysis suggests this may be true for COVID-19 infection, close quote. So that's why it's good. Go outside, go for a walk, put a short sleeve shirt on, make sure the sun is hitting your skin, wear your sunglasses, so you don't damage your eyes. Go for a 15 or 20-minute walk in the sun. And if you can't do that for one reason or another, health reasons or whatever, then get some good vitamin D. You can use Jaro Formulas has a wonderful vitamin D product, D3 product. Sold everywhere throughout the United States. Now, as I said, your body will make vitamin D when your skin is directly exposed to the sun. But, in Florida, many people have learned over the years that, they don't want to get too much because the sun's intense here. So they cover up. I'm one of those people. And I have to remind myself, wear a short sleeve shirt. Go outside, wear a short sleeve shirt. According to Dr. Meltzer, quote, understanding whether treating vitamin D deficiency changes COVID-19 risk could be of great importance locally, nationally, and globally. Close quote. See, simple things, man. Simple things. Doesn't take much to get a bottle of good vitamin D3 product. Get Jaro Formulas, for example. Buy it, open the lid, and take it. I'm saying that to myself, too. Vitamin D3 is inexpensive. You don't have to make a mortgage payment, like kind of transaction to buy the darn thing. Come back, I'll tell you about a little bit more. Dr. Len Horowitz, he's a pulmonologist, weighed in on the vitamin D3. Let's talk nutrition. That's right. Where we're trying to keep you on top of breaking news, developments, and how to keep yourself healthy and protected from this virus. We are caught up in a battle. We can win this battle. We can win the war. We just got to do what we need to do.
The latest trend to hit the store shelves has the whole country buzzing. Cannabidiol, or CBD, might just be the greatest discovery of our generation, and it comes from a plant that is not so new, agricultural hemp. Yes, after 70 years of prohibition and misunderstanding, hemp is back to help you stay healthy and balanced. Growing research is showing that we have a lot to learn from the remarkable hemp plant. Nutrient-rich products like Plus CBD Oil's Total Plant Complex concentrated products provide broad-spectrum nutrition, including fatty acids, plant sterols, cannabinoids, terpenes, and naturally occurring vitamin E. From seed to shelf, all Plus CBD Oil products provide the highest quality hemp-derived CBD products available and are offered in a variety of delivery systems and flavors to suit your needs. Ask your local independent health food store about Plus CBD Oil products by CV Sciences today and learn more about the CBD evolution at pluscbdoil.com. That's pluscbdoil.com.
1250 WA.
Visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at Let's Talk.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Strauss Herbs, everything our bodies need is provided by nature. Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless. Celsius, live fit. Irwin Naturals, premium vitamins and supplements. 25 years of gold standard supplements. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Okay, a little bit of sunshine won't hurt, apparently, because you'll get some vitamin D, and vitamin D deficiency is now correlated with a higher risk of getting infected by COVID-19, or the coronavirus as we know it. Welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition. Thanks for tuning in today. 877-897-8255, 877-897-TALK. And I hope you're doing okay and you enjoyed your Labor Day weekend. We will all remember these moments, this time in our lives and this time in history. And, you know, history is something that we can't escape. and it's something from which we should learn. And hopefully, we will be able to learn from this. And I guess our report card on this, it's hard to know what kind of report card we're ultimately going to get. But I was reporting on a study about vitamin D. Dr. Meltzer, then one of his colleagues, another physician, also supported it. I could get into a little detail what he said, but in other words, there's another expert out there supporting the notion. There's many, and I'm one of them too. And I'm telling you, vitamin D3 is what you need. Jaro formulas, vitamin D3 is fine. I got a couple of bottles sitting over there on my that island. It looks like an island. So, just a sidebar, has nothing to do with anything. Katie, have you ever watched Game of Thrones?
No, never in my life.
Yeah, my accountant finally convinced me to start.
I've heard
Neither
it's a
of
great
I'm
show.
how have
I
how have neither of you seen this show before?
I'm watching it now. I finished the first season. It's really good stuff, man.
I've heard it's a really great show.
The ending
It is.
sucks, but it the rest of it is gold.
Yeah, I heard, and I mention it because you know we it's important for us to stay balanced through all of this, and that's a nice distraction for me anyway. Um, while I make my dinner, I'm watching it and eat my dinner, and if my car's not self-starting in the garage, we're good. And and I've been watching it now and made it through the first season. It's very good. It's excellent. Uh, the, all the things that people said about it are true. So I thank my accountant. He called me yesterday. I just calling Doc to make sure you're watching. You didn't stop watching it. He said it'll get better, better, and better. Well, we could use a little bit of that. So if you're looking for something to watch that's really pretty darn good, in my opinion, anyway, try the Game of Thrones. Lots of games going on, man. Let me ask you, either of you, both of you, if you want to answer. Katie, when you were over there in Cocoa Beach over the weekend, you went into that restaurant. Were you concerned about the food being contaminated?
No, not at all.
Why?
Just wasn't really something I thought about for the amount of time it took for me to get my food. I would hope it wasn't contaminated with
No,
anything.
but no, in terms of eating the food itself, did that ever cross your mind?
No, I mean no, it's something I thought of. I ordered something pretty fresh, so hopefully it was good to go.
I still haven't been going to restaurants, so
Hmm.
I just kind of been cooking for
Well,
myself.
Reggie, people are ordering takeout,
I do that.
and
I'm not worried about it transmitting like that. I probably should be, but it's not how I'm worried about getting coronaviruses through my food.
okay. Well,
I have
apparently
thought about it actually.
the experts, you agree with the experts. It's highly unlikely, they say. That's what they're saying now. I don't know what they'll say tomorrow, but I'm telling you what they're saying today. It's highly unlikely that food is a source of COVID-19 contamination. So say some food contamination experts. A team of experts of food contamination said it's highly unlikely that food is a source of COVID-19 transmission. The International Commission on Microbiological Specifications for Foods, that's a mouthful. Who do you work for? I work for the International Commission on Microbiological Specification for Foods. Looked at the evidence that coronavirus might be carried on food or its packing and found very little. Okay, good news. The findings are similar to and mirror earlier reports from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration that there is no real risk of getting the virus that causes COVID 19 from food or food packaging. I know that some people go to the grocery store and they come home and they'll spend an hour wiping down all the packages. I'm not saying not to do that. Could be, you have one of the handlers at the checkout maybe is infected, handles the bag. I don't know. probably abundance of caution be all right there. Quote, to date, there has not been any evidence that food packaging or food handling is a source of important transmission route for SARS-CoV-2, that's COVID-19, resulting in COVID-19, the organization said in a statement. Quote, there are no foods that should be considered a risk or warrant consideration as a vector for SARS-CoV-2, close quote. A vector is like a mosquito or whatever that can carry the virus or transmit it. It can be a tabletop, a surface, something.
And
While it is, what?
I only have one question then.
Yeah.
Like, wasn't it the wet market in Wuhan that? So I don't get, but they were eating those animals, right?
Well, there was more than there was a lot going on in that wet market.
Okay.
Several things. One, they had animals in the wet market in cages that were infected.
Oh.
That's number one. Snakes, marmots, and they think that maybe bats flew over and the droppings from the bats. I mean, and then they were slaughtering animals in the wet market, like the pigs. And they call it a wet market because on the floor it's wet from the water tanks and from and that's exactly what it is. And then you have the workers handling those infected products and animals, and they're infected. The products are infected, I guess, but that's how they get infected, and then the workers transmit it to the customers.
Right. Okay. That makes more sense.
So it wasn't necessarily, and by the way, that Wuhan, they're doing just fine right now. Okay. They had a little bit of a re-uptake, but or an uptick. But yeah, and here we are on the ropes. While it's possible that people could eat something contaminated with the virus and become infected that way, it's never been seen to happen. Well, just because you haven't seen it doesn't mean it hasn't happened. I'll be back.
Wayne Elliott here to tell you about my experience with Strauss Heart Drops over the past 20 years. The Strauss Heart Drops saved me back then and changed my life forever. It's hard to describe how invigorating it is when you increase your blood flow everywhere. The Heart Drops have proven to dissolve plaque from arteries, veins, and vessels caused from cholesterol that can restrict or block our blood flow, our body's most important function. I was able to avoid open heart surgery, as was my father, and instead cleared our arteries painlessly and without chemical drugs, which, by the way, do not claim to remove any plaque or increase blood flow otherwise. Strauss Heart Drops work, I can assure you. No contraindications with pharma drugs. Strauss Heart Drops are safe, and Strauss guarantees your satisfaction with a money-back guarantee. So you can't go wrong and certainly have nothing to lose. If you've had open heart surgery, angina, diabetes, low energy, cold hands and feet, or grayish-blue skin or lips, Strauss Heart Drops are for you. Available online at powermall.com and straussnaturals.com. I promise you won't be sorry.
The ever-increasing stress and toxicity we are exposed to from our environment, diets, and lifestyles make internal cleansing a necessary part of a good health regimen. Founded in 1980, Yerba Prima was the first company to launch a whole-body internal cleansing kit. Since that time, we have continued to develop and manufacture a complete range of all-natural, high-quality fiber and internal cleansing products. By using all-natural psyllium fiber and no harmful stimulant laxatives, all Yerba Prima fiber and internal cleansing products can be used over a long period of time to ensure optimal health and regularity. Nearly 30 years dedicated to all-natural cleansing products, it's easy to see why Yerba Prima is a leader in the fiber and cleansing products category. Learn more at yerbaprima.com, YERBAPRIMA.com, or visit your local health retailer. Yerba Prima, pioneer in internal cleansing products.
Looking for a women's probiotic that's actually for women? A true probiotic for women means balancing the right strains of good bacteria. Jarrodophilus Women has 4 patented strains that have been clinically documented to support feminine health and features L. crispatus LBV88, the most dominant bacteria found in healthy feminine flora. So Jarrodophilus Women helps restore feminine balance where it counts, making it a true probiotic for women. Jarodophilus Women, for women who take their probiotics personally. Visit us at jaroprobiotics.com.
Feel tired, lethargic, or irritable? Take Solace. You're one of millions of Americans that has trouble falling asleep or staying asleep. What can you do about it? You can take Solace. Solace is an all-natural, non-addictive dietary supplement formulated to help you fall asleep and stay asleep naturally. Take Solace and feel the calming effects of this extensively researched sleep and relaxation aid. For more information on Solace, call toll-free 877-533-7066 or visit the website at takesolace.com. That's take, SOLUS.com.
What is inflammation? Many people think
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by American Biotech Labs, your daily immune system support. Celsius, Live Fit. CV Sciences, from seed to shelf. New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. And here's the LTN health question of the day. Which vitamin is considered to be the sunshine vitamin? Vitamin A, vitamin A, B, vitamin B, C, vitamin C, or D, vitamin D? Which vitamin is considered the sunshine vitamin? A, vitamin A, B, vitamin B, C, vitamin C, or D, vitamin D? Here's the number to call to win a $25 supplement gift card.
877-897-8255. That's 877-897.
Here's a clue. It's a grade that you would not prefer in school, but it's something you should have in your body. There's a hint. No test anxiety, right, Katie?
I knew that one.
You know that one, right? So, yeah. Here's the quiz now. This is for you and Reggie. This goes to the story I was just reporting on that they say they weren't finding any virus remnants or virus on food packaging. And they said they didn't find much in food either, and you couldn't get contaminated that way. Led me to thinking, okay, how long does the virus seem to be detectable on different surfaces? Aerosols in the air, and when people cough, when people sneeze, they create an aerosol. How long is the virus detectable in aerosols, Reggie and Katie? Do you think it's 1 hour, 2 hours, or 3 hours?
1 hour.
Reggie,
3 hours. 3 hours.
congratulations, Reginald. You won a trip to Bermuda.
Wow.
Uh,
Thanks, Doc.
yeah, good luck.
Knew that was.
You can't fly there though, so
Wait.
find a ride.
On copper surface, how long do you think the virus is detectable on a copper surface? 2 hours or 4 hours? Katie.
2 hours. Oh, never mind. Katie's. I have an advantage right now because Katie just got off the phone.
Yeah, sorry, I was on the phone. I was telling Reggie he might have won a trip to Bermuda, but he's got no way to get there, so we better find a ride.
That's why I can say we're going to send him to Paris. We can send him to Econ.
Yeah.
Do
Go
I
to
get
Europe.
a +1 at least? Like,
See you later, Reggie. Go to Europe. Let me know how that goes.
right. No, they'll never
So
let me back in.
on a copper surface, how long is the virus detectable? 2 hours or 4?
I'm going to say 2.
What do you
Katie's
say,
still taking
Katie?
calls right now.
All right. Well, you're wrong. It's 4.
Oh.
Okay.
Katie gets to go to Paris now.
On
Okay.
on a cardboard surface, how long is the virus detectable? Is it detectable 12 hours or 24 hours?
24.
What do you-
Sorry, I've been on the phone. I didn't hear the
Okay.
question.
On a cardboard surface, Katie, how long is the virus detectable? 12 hours or 24?
24.
Reginald,
24.
you're both right. Lastly, on plastic and stainless steel, is it virus detectable up to 1 to 2 days or 2 to 3 days?
2 to 3 days.
Katie?
The first.
Reginald, you're right. 2 to 3 days.
Okay. Paris.
There you go.
This isn't
Very
fair.
Good.
I've been on the phone and I'm not actually hearing the questions. I'm just chiming in on the answers.
And I'm
It's okay.
capitalizing
No
on it.
worries. We're good. We're good. It's all done in fun. So the virus can live on different surfaces for different periods of time, but they're saying it doesn't live on food packaging. I wonder about that. They did it in a lab. I just wonder if that. I'm not yet persuaded. I know it was a study, but that doesn't mean that I'm always persuaded, right? Let's go to Patrick in Tampa. Patrick, welcome to the show. Hi, Patrick. Patrick.
Oh, shoot.
Hi, Patrick.
Good morning, Doc.
Good morning. So, which vitamin is the sunshine vitamin, Patrick?
Vitamin D, Doc.
Congratulations, my man. Vitamin D. Get some sun. Go out in the sun for 15 minutes a day or so. Wear a short sleeve shirt. Take off your shirt. Well, some people can. Expose your skin to the sun and for a few minutes, 10, 15 minutes, and you'll get some vitamin D. If you can't do that for one reason or another, get some Jarrow Formulas vitamin D3. Patrick, congratulations. You won a $25 supplement gift card.
I'm sure he says thank you. I put him on hold because his GPS was going. I didn't need the whole world knowing where he is.
I get that a lot. Your GPS is going, Doc. Garco problem system. GPS. I don't know what making stuff. So we covered a lot of territory today, Katie.
We did.
Yeah. Somebody told me I don't talk about nutrition on the show.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they're listening to a different show.
Different Dr. Garco.
I guess so. I'm going to have to call him and tell him he needs to talk more about nutrition because we're getting the hate mail from it.
Who is that impersonator? Who is that dude, man? Gosh, I want to get out of the house. I can't do it. I'm going to sit here and behave.
I'd honestly be
work.
honored. Wouldn't you be honored if someone was out there pretending to be you? I would feel like it's almost a little flattering. You made an impact in someone's life enough that they want
Yeah,
to
they're pretending to be me. They're
Yeah.
pretending to be me, and they're robbing banks.
Halloween costumes of 2020.
They get caught. Say, "What's your name?" My name's Michael Garco. Yeah. Oh goodness. Well, we're almost out of time. I try to do the best I can and giving us hope and be positive about this. But as Bertrand Russell says, I would rather be mad with the truth than sane with lies. My famous quote from him, his famous quote. I just think that's just me. Tell me the truth. I'll go crazy with the truth. Yes, but rather than you lie to me, I may be sane, but that's not good. So I try to present the truth as I know it. I don't, truth with a small t. I don't, I'll leave it to others that think that they know what truth with a capital T is. I don't know what that is. But we do our best on this show to keep it evidence based, science based, and inform you, persuade you, educate ourselves in a way that will end in a good result for us. Bradykinin storm. I learned something from that theory. I'll be talking more about it, and I'll come back, revisit it. I'll use some of those fancy terms. I'll break them down even more so it all makes better sense. Thanks for tuning in today.
Everyone's raving about the newest botanical superstar hitting the store shelves nationwide. Hemp-derived cannabidiol, or CBD, has been receiving a lot of attention for its tremendous promise on human health. Plus, CBD Oil by CV Sciences is the trusted brand setting the standards in this newly emerging category of plant-based extracts, offering a variety of hemp-derived CBD oil products that you can count on. In order to make the highest quality CBD oil products available, it is important to manage every step of the supply chain process, from seed to shelf. That's why, from harvesting our EU-certified hemp seeds, to laboratory testing for quality and safety, to producing our exceptional line of products, we are committed to going the extra mile. It is our commitment to you. Join the CBD evolution. Ask your local natural health retailer about Plus CBD oil products by CV Sciences today. Follow us on Facebook and learn more at pluscbdoil.com.
Celsius is a fitness drink which is clinically proven to function. How? As a thermogenic, Celsius proprietary MetaPlus blend accelerates metabolism, increasing your body's ability to burn fat and calories. There are only two ways a body burns fat: through increased heart rate and our increased body temperature, thermogenesis. Drinking Celsius and then going into motion is double dipping. You're accelerating the burn and the results are even faster. Celsius is your ultimate fitness partner. No high fructose corn syrup, no aspartame, no preservatives, no artificial colors or flavors. 100% of 7 essential vitamins. Proven in 6 published university studies. How does it work? Celsius proprietary MetaPlus formula, including green tea with EGCS, ginger, and guarana seed, turns on thermogenesis, a process that boosts your body's metabolic rate. Drinking Celsius prior to fitness activities is proven to energize, accelerate metabolism, burn body fat and calories. Invest in yourself. Drink Celsius. Look for us at www.celsius.com.
Statements made during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom.